when we started, your creatine was 159, your GFR was 30, urea plasma was 7.1, dsDNA was 156, right? That was about when you started. And then the albumin creatine ratio in urine was 9.8. Is that correct? All this?
Yeah, absolutely. But the 2 weeks before that, it was even higher. Everything. I mean, the creatinine was much higher, and the kidney function was much lower, and yeah, it wasn't looking very good.
So could you tell me from where to where is it now, your GFR and your creatinine?
The GFR is now 40, which is brilliant, which is takes me off the critical list. So no horrible, scary calls from the doctor saying biopsies and dialysis and all that sort of thing, which is my aim, basically, was my aim when I joined you. That was my big aim, was to not be on the critical list for my kidneys anymore. My creatinine is down a huge amount. My doctors can't believe it, from 155 to 135. So that's really, really good. And my DNA binding has never been so low as it is now. I know it's gone up a tiny bit in the last couple of weeks, but like you say, I've come off so many steroids and drugs that that you know, that can't be surprising. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, your dog is so cute. Wow, he wanted to kiss you.
Yes. So I've just rushed back, and so they're really pleased to see me.
That's good.
And yeah, so my doctors are really impressed, actually. So they were asking me what I was doing, which is unusual for doctors, because normally they're not interested. But I've got quite a holistic rheumatologist who's really interested, so that's quite nice.
Great. And so you're off some of the medications, right? They took you off. What medications?
I was taking such a handful. I mean, it was huge. I took a photograph of it. I'll send it to you later. And now it's less than half that now, which feels so good, because my body just felt so toxic, and I knew my face was like a balloon, as you know. I don't know if you still got that photo I sent you, but I can send that to you again if you want. And I took it on the first day of starting your diet, and I just looked awful, horrible.
Well, you look really great right now. So you look so healthy and vibrant. Yes, you look great.
Much more energy. I mean, I was asking Arabella, my 10-year-old, on the way home from school today, and I said, do you remember what I was like before I started the diet? And she said, yes. You were headachy, you always had a tummy ache, you could hardly eat anything, you were really tired, you had to keep going and having sleeps, you just sat for hours and hours and hours, you hardly could get off the sofa. And she said, you know, she just said, now it seems like all that's gone. So that's, you know, that the truth from the babes, because you sort of forget when it's you, but from a little girl, you know, she just remembers it with, you know, she didn't enjoy it. I mean, my kids were really worried, which really, really upset me. But, you know, out the other side now, so they're really happy.
Good. And then so I remember you just saw a video, right? You just saw us, and then you decided to schedule the call. What was your thought process with that? Like, just go on the call.
So I worked out in the last 7 years since getting lupus, I never wanted to go on medication. I thought I could always heal myself some way. There must be an answer. And then I got really ill, so I had to go on medication. But I tried, I worked out, I think I probably spent about £60,000 in the last 7 years on different promises, almost, from different people who said this will work, and none of it did. It was always really disappointing and expensive, and, you know, still paying most of them off. And yeah, and some of them made me iller, because they tried to make me come off my medicine without the doctor's approval, and too quickly, and also on the wrong diet. Now I know, and she was telling me to come off my pills. So the combination of both, I got really ill, really ill. It just shows how little people know.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that, that happened, and that's why we always tell our clients, talk to your doctor, so your doctor agrees you don't need the medication. But especially
Yes.
if you're
Yeah.
not healing and she's telling you to eat something inflammatory and then you're off your medication, that's a recipe for
Oh,
disaster. Yes, I'm
yeah.
sorry to hear.
Absolutely.
But what actually still kept you want to try something else? Because a lot of people that I talk to, it's like a whole year they follow us, but they still don't work with us because maybe they're in the same spot like you. They tried so many things, they lose hope. What made you be different and to do it?
Um, I think it's because I saw a video of a girl who had lupus, and it was, and how much better she was, and she had worse kidneys than me, and she was doing so well on her diet, and I saw that, and I just, having been so desperate and miserable and worried and thinking I was going to spend my life going in and out of hospital on dialysis and getting phone calls every time I had a blood test saying something awful's happened in your blood test and you've got to come in and you've got to have this medicine, you've got to have that medicine, and having a life of that, I just couldn't take it. And when I saw that video, it just, I didn't even have to think twice about it. It was a no-brainer. And I just thought, actually, and I think you don't charge very much for what you do. And I think, you're just amazing. And I would just say to anyone out there who is in that scenario that they need to definitely do it. It's really worth it. It's hard at the beginning when you're detoxing. The first 3 weeks or 2 weeks, you feel fluey, but just keep telling yourself this is very temporary and it's a good stage because it means good things are happening, and just plow through it and don't stop and keep going for you and your family and your whoever is around.
Thank you, Amber. That's so
Yeah.
sweet the way you're sharing. So I really appreciate it. So I definitely see, I'm so happy about your progress as well. I'm really excited about it. So what's your goal plan now? What would you like to see happen next in your health?
Well, I'm just going to. I enjoy the diet now. It's I saw friends and they all had normal food. I'm just going to carry on until I'm done.
Yes, and actually, my sisters, we follow what we teach, we follow what we preach. So if we
Yes.
can do it, anybody can do it. But also, so that's why my recommendation for you is keep going, doing what you're doing until your kidney function is back to normal. And like you said, your doctor thinks, if you're whatever age, your kidney is gonna be 60. Like I said, we've had other people with other autoimmune diseases, and their kidney function above 60, even though they're over 50 years old.
Yeah,
So
yeah. No, I was
yes,
glad to hear that. That means age doesn't necessarily mean your kidneys have to wear out. You
absolutely.
can keep them tip top condition if your diet's right.
Yes, so that's why I want you to continue eating what you're eating until you reach normal levels of
Yeah.
GFR and creatine and then the antibodies.
I've been ill for so long, and just to feel good is, it's a no-brainer.
Yes, so please keep us posted, reach out to us, let us know how you're doing. I want to hear from you 6, 8 weeks or whenever you will do the test,
Yeah,
because I want you to get there when everything's great and
yeah.
you're off your medications. That's what I
So do
want to see.
I. Determined to.
So yes, please stay in touch with us. And like I said, follow our page, our profile. We're going to be posting
Yes,
more clients getting better
I
as
love your
encouragement.
pages. I love your pages. They really, really keep you going, and the encouragement is fantastic. They sort of almost come. It's almost like you're psychic. They come at the perfect time when I just need a little, boost. There they are.
Thank you so much. So I want to ask you, do you have any questions for me? Anything you want to talk about or?
No. I think you've told me everything I need to know. Really. I just got to wait till my kidney function is up and running properly, and then there might be some questions about which foods I can introduce first of all, but at the moment, no, I'm good. They're doing so well though. I'm so impressed. The doctor is dumbfounded, so that's brilliant.
Yeah,
And,
send your
and
doctors to our website.
he's about 80 and he's seen a lot of kidney problems. He's in Oxford. He's one of the real top guys, and he said he just hadn't seen such development and healing in kidneys, as rapid as mine. So
And you told him it was right, basically 40 days, right?
Yeah, I told him that. I've told them the whole story, and the rheumatologist, the kidney guy and the rheumatologist, and copied them both in the same email. And yeah, they came back really very impressed. So that was nice.
Well, I'm so happy. So I hope they learn, or maybe they can go to our website, learn more about it. And
Yeah.
so there is something else you could do.
Sorry. Yes, exactly.
Well, I'm glad that they're interested and they want to, maybe learn more about it so they can help their patients as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we need to do. Is there's so many people out there suffering. I'm on lots of lupus help websites, and the suffering that is going on is appalling. So I need to tell them all to get in contact with you, but I don't think you can cope with thousands and thousands.
Yeah, but people like you're the one who really motivates us, because you're so nice, and we love people like you, because we know there's somebody else who needs our help who's gonna be nice to us too. So we like working with nice people.
Yeah,
Sometimes
well,
people are
it works both ways. I wouldn't, without your support and your sweetness and you're just brilliant, you two. And without your support, it would have been difficult, especially during the detox period.
Thank you so much,
you're
Amber.
so brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you. We're so proud of you. Please keep us posted. And if you need anything, reach out, okay?
Okay, brilliant. Yes, I will. Thank you very much.